today.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, partner, we've watched as they reached 2 wins, 3 wins, 4, and then 5. And we kept questioning each week, how long can they keep this streak going? This team is rolling, and having someone like this who can really set the tone for your offense week in and week out is a big part of why they've been unbeatable as of late.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Taylor. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Motion man right is Rice. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 60 yards.
Not a horrendous week.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. They'll run here with Taylor as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Taylor is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a long. Loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to run with Taylor, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go. 33. Yellow.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
The Niners at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender. And the offensive guys are really...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A leap and he's got it. He got it. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 41 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He's got it to the 43 here.
Nice chunky yards at 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
trying to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On first down, Wakefield. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the draw is Taylor. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mahomes going to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day, they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This is taken around the 12. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. to throw here. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:22 on the clock. Deuce is wild. Mahomes now on first down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Now 2nd and 4.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Pass complete to Taylor.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Usually see those guys. How wide get called for holding on running plays here, passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Here's Mahomes.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do act.
It's caught at the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final... minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Mahomes.
He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Mahomes to throw it.
Looking downfield for Kelce.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Mahomes will throw.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Niners, their winning ways continue as